From the hot air balloon capital of the world, this is live coverage of the 52nd edition of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by Exxon Mobil. It's Balloon Fiesta Live. And now, direct from the rooftop studio at Balloon Fiesta Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico, here are your hosts, Art Lloyd Jr. and Ted Maes.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Noticed I moved those around a little bit?
Yes, you did.
Because we are live on Balloon Fiesta Live. It's the 52nd Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by Exxon Mobil, and we know that you are watching around the world. So, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you might be watching us as well. I'm Art Lloyd Jr. along with Ted Maes this year, and we are so excited that you are here with us on the Twilight Twinkle Glow. It's day one, but it's session number 2.
That's right. We promised morning flights, and we're going to have a glowing night.
We are, and you might see things blowing a little bit here,
Yep.
but we just got the word that we have our yellow flag up. We're still about an hour away from sunset, and so what typically happens, and we expect it to happen again tonight, and that is that the winds will calm as the sun sets and it gets dark, and of course, you can't glow if the sun's up, so you got to wait for that to happen.
It's counterproductive, right?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Well, you know, being a pilot out here for all those years, you know coming out that this is going to happen right before sunset.
It happens every year.
All the time. So you'll see kites and everybody, I'd have friends call and say, hey, what's going on? Are we going to really do this? Well, just wait till the sun goes down because we will have a show.
Yep, and the weather pattern the last week or so has been very consistent, and we're seeing the exact same things. We saw it again this morning. So I think tonight, just like in nights past, get this little breeze here for a couple hours, and when the sun goes down, you're right, it's going to calm down.
And when you're a balloon in the middle, it's a lot more fun than on the outside.
Oh yeah,
because you get all the blocks.
You get everybody blocks you, and it's great. We're going to have some great fun here tonight with that as well. About an hour ago, Team Fast Tracks did as they usually do, jumped into the field, bringing in the U.S. flag, the Fiesta flag, some fireworks, and lots of other types of things. And so let us take a look at that and show you what that looked like. So they have a live helmet cam. As you can see, we see them jumping out of the aircraft high over Balloon Fiesta Park. They first pass out, the folks were Mike Bursaw and Mike Dirge and Kevin Engel. So the first two are going to go ahead and put together a set of streamers that they'll be coming down with. There's the field. You can see it as they look out the field at us, looking down. And there's the other guys. There they are with the streamers. Team Fast Tracks, of course, highly experienced guys. You can't even apply to be a jumper with their team unless you have 1,000 jumps. And so bringing the streamers down, the two mics.
And I asked you earlier, why are you jumping out of a perfectly good airplane? And you said because
so they can do this. And
Absolutely.
when we get the helmet cam, we're going to make another pass with the plane, and the next 3 jumpers will come out, and we'll see those. But these guys have such a great time. And the view from that helmet cam, I think you're going to love that when you see that one coming in. Ben Jonas will be bringing that one in for us.
They took a couple passes over the top of us, and then they were able to make that second jump here. We were all wondering where the first 3 were out, and then 3 after. And I don't know.
It kind of extends the show a little bit.
Yeah.
And gives these guys, get a chance to see. And here's the drop-down smoke. Again, that's Kevin Engel. The 3 tiers.
And then Mike Bursaw and Mike Dirge with the fireworks here in a second coming up.
Yep.
Kind of lose the blue on the bottom of that there, where it went out a little bit. But
and this is their first jump. So this jump is their daytime jump. They're going to do another jump tonight at 7:30, right after our balloon glow. And what they will be doing at that point is jumping with lighted suits and pyrotechnics. So they do their own fireworks in the sky on our second jump.
It's truly Team Fast Tracks with lights.
It is. It is. It's fabulous
and
coming down.
you can see now the pyrotechnics going off.
Yep. And we can hear them.
Yes. I actually spoke to a couple of them. I went to dinner with them a couple of years ago, and they were telling me a story that they were at an air show, and the pyrotechnics went off a little bit early in the plane, so they all went out at one time.
Well, you can kind of see there that they're coming off of packs that are on their calves, hanging on there, and those suckers are I think they told me like 35 pounds worth. Maybe not this one during the daytime, but definitely the ones at night. And here he comes in,
Touchdown.
right into the zone. A lot of times, especially on the nighttime jump, these guys will come in and they'll actually do kind of a skid in, a little like they're sliding into home plate or something, And we always kind of wondered about that. And we asked them one year about that, and they said, well, it's because they have all that weight on there, all that the pack for all of that stuff. So, yeah.
And we'll see here in a moment, all that weight we were talking earlier about how they just hang out up there, and they could probably hang out for quite a long time.
Oh, they do. They do. So there's the two streamers coming around. And in they come. Look at that. Just
touchdown. Perfect.
Yeah. Chunk. So 3 down. Now, here's the second pass. So with the 5,000 square feet of the American flag, that's Larry Compton.
And Dimitri Dadik is carrying the Fiesta flag, which is 2,000 square feet of fabric flowing in the beautiful skies over New Mexico.
And this is what we were talking about. These guys just kind of hang up there. The third parachute up there, the skydiver up there, that's where the live helmet cam is. Ben Jonas has that. And so I think we have some more live shots coming up here in just a moment from that helmet cam. But this is just such a great shot, just to see the flags flowing like that with the American flag and the Fiesta flag as well. And then you get Ben just kind of circling in and around among them.
I'm not sure if we can get the guys up here on the rooftop studio to do that for us.
Look at there it is.
Unbelievable.
There it is.
That's a great shot.
And, of course, that's on his helmet, and we're tracking that from the ground. That's why we get some of that break up there, as he's flying around, we're trying to track him. So
right, we had an individual up here on the rooftop and pointing towards that helmet.
Pointing a receiver at it, yep. Yeah, and Ben is just kind of flying circles up there, so sometimes keeping that apart is just a little bit easier.
You just think about that technology.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But this is, and Larry Compton, who's flying this big flag here, we talked to him, and I've forgotten what that flag weighs, but can you imagine having that hanging off your body while you're flying through this?
No, that's pretty incredible. And just the amount of time that he hangs there, and like I said, he could continue to hang there.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's way over the west side of the field. He's not even anywhere close to the landing zone.
Right. And then when he finally sets up for his approach, he just kind of comes back in and around and drops in. And so as we do to bring things to a start on our evening glows here, we're going to honor America with the playing of our national anthem as Larry Compton brings in the American flag.
Let's play balloons.
Yeah. And there's Larry touching down with the American flag. You noticed how he jettisoned that right before
Yes.
he hit the ground there? Again, this was recorded an hour ago, and I talked to the folks out there, and that flag actually came down on some of our spectators, our guests that are out there, and the guy comes out from underneath the flag, and he says, "I've been buried by freedom."
Yes, he did.
So,
And, a lot of this is instrumental. They have ground crew down there, and their ground crew individual that's really coordinating anything from the ground is Kira Sindiakina.
I'm glad you said that.
Try and say that 3 times.
No.
Real fast.
Yeah. So the pilot, whose name we didn't get a chance to find out who the pilot is, who flew the plane up there, dropped the 6 jumpers, ground support here, calling things, and catching the flag, etc. Again, they'll be back at 7:30. We'll bring it to you live with their pyrotechnics jump at that point. So we are back live here at Balloon Fiesta Park, and Art Lloyd Jr. and Ted Maes. It is Twilight Twinkle Glow night here, the first of 5 evening sessions over the next 9 days. And so this is a balloon glow that we're going to be doing. And again, we'll get that started. We'll probably start putting balloons together here in about 25 minutes or so, and then we'll get the glow going, and we'll have some fun with cell phones and all kinds of other things. But we've mentioned a few times now that the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is powered by Exxon Mobil. And actually, since like the second year of Balloon Fiesta Live has been powered by either Exxon Mobil or a subsidiary of theirs, which actually got things started. And we're joined here on the rooftop studio this afternoon by Alvin Abram, who is the president of the Exxon Mobil Foundation. Alvin, thanks for joining us here.
Welcome.
Ted and Art, I'm really excited to be here. Thanks so much. This is my very first Balloon Fiesta.
Well,
so
what do you
I'm
think?
thrilled and excited to be here. I made the trip this morning, and so tonight will be my first balloon
so
glow.
you missed this
You missed
morning?
I missed this morning, so I did not get to see the Maes. Essentially, I'm learning all the language.
Okay.
But tomorrow morning I'll be here bright and early. I heard that I need to leave the hotel by 3 a.m. so I'm not stuck in the traffic, and I can get here bright and early to see my very first Maes Ascension.
Yeah,
Very
it's
excited.
kind of dark and early, but
Yeah.
yes, yeah, but we know exactly what we all
Right
we all
energy.
do that.
Right
energy.
energy,
Yeah. No, we had a great morning this morning.
Yeah.
Tristan McLean and the Exxon Mobil balloon, the
Yes.
Enchanted Horizons, one of the first ones out of here, and just some great shots of that. Tell me a little bit about Exxon Mobil's commitment. Let's start with here in New Mexico.
Yeah. So Exxon Mobil has been a proud sponsor of Fiesta since 2019. And we're really actually thrilled to extend that sponsorship to a title sponsorship next year and for the following 5 years. We understand how important Fiesta is to the state of New Mexico, to the Albuquerque community, and to our 550 employees who live and work here in the state. For them, it's a chance to see the community and work come together, but also to see their products that they get to work on and create every single day come to life here at Fiesta. So it's thrilling and exciting, and we know how important it is to the community, and we can't forget how important that is and be partner of that. So excited and thrilled.
Can you talk a little bit about the idea of not only getting involved with Fiesta, but even maybe from the whole idea of not only the big sponsorship, but we're moving to the title here, but you have a balloon and you have a whole balloon program going on here as well.
Yeah. Little secret, I'm very excited because I get to experience the balloon firsthand tomorrow morning with my very first balloon ride.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm thrilled. I'm nervous in a really excited way. And I got to meet the pilot today, Tristan, who has got a long standing history in ballooning. So I feel very safe in his hands tomorrow morning, weather, of course, permitting, but thrilled to be able to be on Enchanted Horizons. And the other exciting part is that our employees helped name the balloon. So folks from across the world got to vote and help name Enchanted Horizons in honor of the beautiful horizons at dusk and dawn in this state. So thrilled to be able to experience it firsthand.
So let's go back to the sponsorship here.
Yes.
Again, this year you're the presenting sponsor,
Correct.
Balloon Fiesta, powered by Exxon Mobil. What does it mean? What do you think it's going to mean? What do you hope for next year when it becomes the Exxon Mobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta?
You know, this is such a unique economic driver for the state, and for us to be title sponsor and partner with Fiesta organizers to help put it on is just thrilling to us. again, our employees who live and work here are proud of that commitment and that presenting sponsorship. And so we're excited to see the magic of Fiesta come to life with our name alongside it. So we can't be more proud of being part of this rich cultural heritage.
Did you give all your employees the week off so they could come out and play?
You know, I wish we could do that. No, I'm kidding. Many get to participate. In fact, I got to meet quite a few folks today. So excited that they get to spend some time over the next several days experiencing Fiesta through the eyes of Exxon Mobil.
Well, I think you picked a great weekend to be here. Yes. We're expecting a great glow tonight. Tomorrow morning's flights should be excited. Love to hear from you after your flight tomorrow to see what you thought of that as well.
It's going to be a pinch me moment for sure. I can't wait. I'm excited.
I can tell you, Alvin, one of the reasons I got into ballooning was for this very reason. Yeah. People reaching out to people. And that smile on your face now is only going to be 10 times more tomorrow morning after you lift up into the sky and then come back here and talk to us. Because
you'll be his own glow.
Yes, you have your own glow.
I'll get to experience balloon glow
Powered
tonight.
by Exxon Mobil.
And you'll
be part
the
of the
glow.
Yeah, I'll be the balloon glow in the morning. I've got 2 little kids, a 6- and 4-year-old, who couldn't be here this weekend, but we watched lots of videos over the last few days of balloon glow and mass ascension. And just
I hope it was
seeing
Balloon
their
Fiesta
eyes
Live.
Light up. Say that again?
I hope
of
it
course
was Balloon
it was.
Fiesta Live.
It really was.
That
was the cool part. I'm excited to be at it. They're watching at home tonight. So hi Ozzy, hi Willa.
Oh yeah.
But I have to bring them back next year. After being here, the energy is palpable. Seeing all the families and everyone here tonight, I can't wait to bring them back and experience it through their eyes.
Alvin Abram, president of Exxon Mobil Foundation. Thanks for joining us here on Balloon Fiesta Live. Thanks for your continued sponsorship of Balloon Fiesta Live and now your expanded sponsorship of Balloon Fiesta in general.
It's an honor to be here. Thrilled to get to know you both and experience Balloon Fiesta Live. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Have a great time tonight and enjoy your ride tomorrow.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, Alvin Abram from Exxon Mobil. As we going to move forward with our balloon glow tonight.
Yep, we still see the yellow flag up there, but as we talked about earlier, you know, this is a little bit early. We have a balloon glow going, and it's only 6:15, so it's much better in the dark than it is in the daytime. We really are excited about what's going on here, and I think, again, what Exxon Mobil is doing for the community in the state of New Mexico is fantastic. That's something that we've needed for a long time, a commitment from a major corporation to be able to step up and help what is the #1 economic driver and thing that the state of New Mexico is known for.
Absolutely.
So we thank them.
So we have a couple of other things that business things that we can do. Look at the crowd out here tonight as well. And of course, after we should go ahead and bring up the schedule. After we get through our balloon glow tonight, Team Fast Tracks will jump again at 7:30 tonight, and at 7:45 we'll have our drone show, and we'll bring that to you live, and then after that our afterglow fireworks show. So it's a full evening here tonight, and it's just there's the deal. Chainsaw carving going on down there. We've already had the Team Fast Track Skydiving. Should mention, of course, that they are sponsored by Accident Insurance Company. The Air Force Academy Band is over there on the stage right now, and we'll have the Panhandlers on our Main Street stage later tonight. Tomorrow morning, it's a day just like this again.
All over again.
All over again. Deja vu all over again.
I'm excited. You know, it's like Christmas Day for me.
Yeah.
Every time. So
the one thing that does change tomorrow, we had kind of a show of force here on the field, planned, of course, where we brought in military and police, law enforcement, helicopters, and those types of things. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, it's pin trading day.
Did you say pins?
Pin.
Pins.
Pins. Pin. Like balloon pins.
Ooh.
Like we have on our hats.
Yes.
And like we have announcer pins, and we have Balloon Fiesta Live pins. And you were talking earlier today. You've designed a number of pins for folks.
Yes, I've helped a lot of balloonists design pins for their personal balloons, and we have a lot of fun with doing that. So I hear that we have maybe there's some pins going on the field with Diane or something.
Something's going on down the field. Diane Kinderwater, our on-field reporter, is with us tonight. So let's go take a listen in with Diane.
Good evening, everybody. Hi there, Art and Ted. Of course, we're continuing the fun here at Balloon Fiesta Park as we are going to have a bubble blast off. I've got Maria from LA and her family. And here's Paula. She is from Albuquerque. She invited her family here for the balloon glow. And I saw Bubbles. Raise your hands if you love Bubbles. So both of them are pretty cool. So let's show the cameras. You are excited because this is your first time.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're expecting.
Oh, to see how it is. This is my first time, so I really don't know how it is. So, yeah.
How many came from LA for this event?
5 of us.
5 of us. Paula, you invited your family, and they're all here. Are you cooking for them? What's going on? Are you eating here at Balloon Fiesta?
We ate here at the Balloon Fiesta and taking them out to a lot of restaurants here in Albuquerque so they can eat green chili.
What do they think of the green chili?
So much green chili everywhere. So they like it, though. It's really good.
You've been here for the balloon glow in the past.
Yes, I have.
What did you tell your family about the balloon glow?
I love it. It's fun. We are here since 3 o'clock, so we've been here for a while.
What have you been doing since 3 o'clock?
Family time, just here having fun, eating, dessert, funnel cakes, all that stuff.
And you got, well, if there is a best part to camp in the park, you've got it. I mean, you're right, like on Main Street, right here. You heard the music from the main stage. What else did you see out here this afternoon since 3 o'clock?
The parachutes came down too. So, yeah, that was really nice. So, we've been having a lot of fun.
And visiting with your family. Well, Thank you so much. What do you think of this crowd out here?
It's a lot of people this year. A lot of people.
You've been here, what are you looking at on your phone? What are you doing on your phone?
I'm looking at us live, yeah.
What are you looking at? Are you looking at Balloon Fiesta live?
I am looking at it live, yes. Watching myself.
Show me.
Excellent.
I'm watching myself live, y'all.
Very nice.
From LA to Albuquerque.
Okay, back to you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. Hey, speaking of people watching and tuning in from all over the place, we had like 13,000 people watch us live on just YouTube alone this morning, and I think the numbers were over 100,000 over on the Facebook side. And we had more than 500 entries during this morning's session to win one of our giveaways, which is the Balloon Fiesta Live balloon plate replica. So you see it on the screen there. And how do you enter this? You scan that QR code. You scan the QR code, and we ask you, like, your contact information, right? I mean, who are you? You're entering a contest here. And then we're going to draw 3 names every session. It assigns you a number when you put your information in. And I just do a random number generator to figure out, okay, who are we giving them away?
Right.
So we didn't get the names drawn in time to announce them this morning. So this morning's winners are Victoria Thompson from Roseville, California, Wayne Derringer from Pflugerville, Texas, and Kim Wolowski from Livonia, Michigan.
Yeah, all those people were up in Michigan watching us earlier.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. They were. They sent me a lot of pictures from that group up there watching
nice,
as well. So Victoria Thompson, Wayne Derringer, and Kim Wolowski, we will be in contact with you after Balloon Fiesta is over, so in a week or so, and we will be making arrangements to send you your very own Balloon Fiesta Live license plate. So let's throw the QR code again one more time if we could, Steve. There it is. If you'd like to enter our drawing, we're going to give 3 of these away every single session. So we've got 3 more to give away tonight. Scan that QR code and get your name and information into the system, and we'll be going from there. You only need to enter once. I do take a look, and I eliminate duplicates. So don't go there. No one did this morning.
Nice.
It was 516 unique entries this morning, which is absolutely great. Thanks to our friends at the Science Store, Alpadilla and the Science Store. They have produced those for us, and they're really metal. I mean, they're really license plates.
Oh, it's like an actual license plate.
Yeah. It's great for the front of your car. I wouldn't suggest you put it on the back. And if you're in one of those states where you have to have 2 license plates, official license plates, then they hang really nicely on the wall or somewhere else. I actually have one sitting in my windshield on the dash this week.
I actually have a balloon cave back in Pennsylvania.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so it could go in your balloon cave other than
Excellent. And actually, after the show this morning, one of last year's winners.
Yeah, she came up and met us.
Yeah.
She was very excited.
She was watching in California last year. We pulled her name. She got one. So she came by and chatted with us. We got our pictures taken with her. And she's still trying to figure out the perfect place to hang it.
She said she was going to wait until she got a new car.
New car, that's right. She said that, yeah. We got some great pictures last year of people with them on their car or hanging them on the wall. So, yeah, enter the Balloon Fiesta Live drawing. And for Balloon Fiesta Live viewers, we're even sweetening the pot because this year I've got even another deal for you. And that is, in fact, somebody asked on the chat, and I missed it this morning, but I caught it when reviewing it here. How do I get some merchandise? How do I get some Balloon Fiesta stuff? Maybe I can't get to the field. You're watching somewhere else. I can't get there for whatever reason. Well, we have an online store, and it's at balloonfiestastuff.com. balloonfiestastuff.com. And that QR code on the screen right there will take you directly to that page. So when you go on balloonfiestastuff.com, you have the opportunity to shop online and throw all kinds of stuff into your cart. And any of the sportswear, basically clothing, anything that you would wear, when you put that in your cart and you get to the checkout stage, enter the code Fiesta24. And we'll take 10% off all of the wearables, all of the sportswear. Now, this is it's a one-time only deal, so make sure you put everything you're going to want in the cart, get the 10% off because you won't be able to go back and use it again.
So get your hats, get your T-shirts, get your sweatshirts, get that 10% off, and you can buy other things as well. You're just not going to get the discount on that.
Yeah, the discount's on the sportswear, but certainly order all the rest. If you happen to be coming to the Albuquerque area, you can choose free pickup, or you can get it shipped to you. And I would suggest to you that while you're there, go to the bottom of the page and subscribe to What's Up Wednesday. That's an email that comes out, obviously, on Wednesdays, and it's going to keep you informed about everything that's going on in our store. People who read What's Up Wednesday are the first to know when those new pins come out, when new clothing comes out, when we have sales and specials and things like that. So balloonfiestastuff.com, What's Up Wednesday. Stay informed and pick up your official Balloon Fiesta merchandise online before it sells out.
And if you're out here on the field listening live, we have a north and we have a south tent. So get over.
Go pick it up and
absolutely
do some tactical shopping.
Yes, do some tactical shopping.
Diane has found someone else out there. So before I throw to her, let me just tell you that the technology we're using is actually pretty cool stuff. That the pack that she has got like 6 cell phones in it. So it sends that up through the cell phone signals, and then it gets reassembled and comes back. It's the same type of technology that the news networks use. And you may notice there that they have a little delay.
Yep.
We have one too. It's a little longer tonight because the field is packed with cell phone people using their cell phones. So let's go to Diane down on the field and see what she's got for us. Diane?
Well, you can do the fact check for me, okay? I think the field is about 315 acres, and what it has is all this beautiful green grass, and it isn't even trampled down yet. But people come out here, especially folks like Malia and Devin from Albuquerque. We live in the desert. We don't see this beautiful, I'm not sure if it's Kentucky green grass, but because of it, Malia, I saw you doing some handstands, so take it away. Show us what you can do, okay? She liked the grass. Folks here, families who come out to Balloon Fiesta, they come out about 3 o'clock. Of course, the balloons are going to show their glow around 7 o'clock, 6:37. But folks find all fun, certain things to do. But the most, yay, let's everybody hear it for Malia. Thank you, honey. And Dad, while your daughter loves to do some exercises on this beautiful grass, what do you like to do?
Just relax, eat funnel cake, and eat a turkey leg.
How many years have you and your family been coming out here?
It's about 3 or 4 years in a row. It's, something you can't miss.
And you're not missing it. You're here day one. You've got a prime spot. How did you get this prime spot? You brought your blankets, your big lemonade, which is wonderful here at Fiesta. You're able to, as a family, bring food from home.
Yeah, and it was real convenient it was our first year taking the parking ride. which it's real convenient. You just park at the mall and it brings you straight over here, so I enjoy it.
What time did you leave home?
4 o'clock. We got here about 4:30. It's real easy.
And you got the best place.
No traffic.
How was the music from the main stage?
Oh, it was good. I enjoy it.
I saw you.
Yeah, it was nice.
So we're going to leave now, go back to the main stage, but Malia, do another handstand for our folks to see this great grass. It's so nice and soft compared to our sand. All right, back to you guys. Yoo-hoo! Yay!
Great. Hey, that was great. And I saw the video wall behind Diane up down there as well. There's 2 big video walls on the field, one on either side of the Main Street stage. And so if you are here on the field, you can see what's going on there as well. Kind of like we're talking to folks, obviously, that are watching around the world, but we want to encourage you to come, whether it's tomorrow or later this week or next year, etc. We want to try and give you as much flavor of what goes on here at Balloon Fiesta so that when you get here, you have kind of an idea of what's going to happen and what you might want to come for.
It's really all about
do handstands.
Yeah, to do handstands. Well, it's so great, the family affair and the family atmosphere here is just fantastic. And I remember my wife would come out here with my 2 young boys, and I felt kind of bad because I'd go fly off into the sky, and there she was stuck, in on this 365-acre field that is, at that time, it was not even grass. It was all dirt.
No, that first year, it was all dirt.
And then it went to half grass, and it's just it's unbelievable to come out here and see how it's grown and over the 52 years, obviously.
The other thing I like are the before and after pictures of the grass.
Oh, yeah.
This year there was especially green this year.
Yeah.
And then after 9 days and 14 sessions, of 100,000 people every session coming out, cars, trucks, all that kind of stuff happening on here. Yeah, the grass definitely takes a beating, and it takes a good part of the year to bring it back, which is a good time to talk about the fact that this is actually a city park.
It is a city park, and throughout the year, where we're sitting on the rooftop is normally a golf center.
Yes.
So you can come out here, you can drive balls up to the north and have fun doing that, and they also do all sorts of soccer out here.
Archery, they have bike races around here, criterion races, a lot of the charitable walks and things like that.
Just this year, didn't they put in a couple cricket pitches, if I'm not mistaken?
A number of them, yeah.
Yes.
I don't even remember how many, but yes, they did. So all kinds of activities go on here. Balloons will fly out of here. Remote control planes fly here a lot. So it is a well-used park. 4th of July, we have a big 4th of July celebration and concert out here as well. So, yeah, it is a city park. Balloon Fiesta, not associated with the city of Albuquerque. It is its own organization. Actually leases this park for 60 days. We get it starting on the Tuesday after Labor Day because there's a big wine festival here on Labor Day weekend. So we get it on the Tuesday after Labor Day, and we have to build the city, and then after Balloon Fiesta is over, we have to tear it all down because we have to vacate the park by the end of October.
Right, and if you fly over this during that time period, you can see the little city starting to be built as it goes on.
It does take that entire month to get it up, and then it has to come down in about 2.5 weeks.
And you were talking about the grass. If we get a shot from the rooftop going out that way, this one session in, you can already see.
There's spots.
Yes.
Yeah, there's spots. It's already, especially since it's so warm.
Yes. And they will water it throughout.
Not very much during this because, during the year, it gets a lot of water and it keeps it nice and green, and that's when they got it really green. But you don't want to water it too much now because we're laying fabric out on it when the fabric gets wet and all those kinds of things. So, so we'll see what's happening there. So we see the beginnings of our safety officials and our balloon officials showing up here on the field. And so we're just kind of waiting with them to see what our time frame is. We did say earlier, and we did note earlier, that the yellow flag was up. In fact, we had it up just a moment ago. The yellow flag is up, and it's still kind of standing out just a little bit. But we're still about 30 minutes away from sundown, and so we're going to kind of wait a little bit and wait for this wind to calm down. It was just a few moments ago. It was actually calming. It's kind of gusted back up here a little bit.
That's typical right at sunset. Right at
yeah.
sunset, that's what you're going to get.
Yep.
I understand Diane's out there. I don't know if she's got a future Olympian this time or what she has for us. But, Diane, what do you got for us?
I have folks who call themselves mobility challenged. I have Debbie and Roger from Phoenix. They're here, and they're wheelchairs that they brought on the plane. They're electric. We drove here with your wheelchairs, and they're going to tell us all about how it is getting around Balloon Fiesta if you have some challenges. And Debbie's been here 7 times over the past probably 30, 40 years when she saw that instead of nice paved driveways that we have here, there were dirt roads.
Dirt roads and lots of grass, but it was great. It was wonderful. We used to hang out and let the dirt fly.
But now we're not letting the dirt fly.
I like this much better, and this is much easier for our wheelchairs, but ours will go over this grass. We were all over the grass area today. It's no problem.
So people who have challenges, what do you say to them, Roger, about coming to Balloon Fiesta?
I say don't let it stop you and come here and just have a great time. This is an amazing event. This is only my 2nd time, but just it's amazing, and the color, eye candy to the max. It's beautiful, and we're so happy we're here, and we're so happy that it's much more accessible for people.
So there's handicap parking that I imagine you parked in.
We did.
And how did you get to the field then with your wheelchair?
We just take them off the back of our car, and we just roll in here.
You just roll in here.
Right through the main gate, just rolled right from the parking lot, which was excellently located at the north end of the field.
Yeah, they're very good to us here. They're very good to us here. So.
What do you mean by that, Debbie?
They make sure that we have accessibility. There's accessible restrooms. Everybody, the people around you are very careful. They look out for you. It couldn't be any better. That's why we keep coming back.
Keep coming back. 2nd time coming. What are you going to tell your friends back home about this, Roger?
Just come, and if you get a chance, come here definitely. It's a great time. We're just looking forward. We're hoping the wind dies down. We get the night glow because I've not seen that yet. So I'm looking forward to that.
Before we go back to the studio, can you turn on your pumpkins? You're challenging me. I love people who bring on decorations. I've got my lei. I'm going to have lights sometimes, but you're all...
This is how he's going to be able to find me if he gets out of the light. So just look, my chest will be blinking.
We're going full on Halloween. We're only a few days out, right?
Thank you, Deb, Roger. Appreciate you coming and explaining how easy it is for people with some challenges to get here.
It's great.
Absolutely no problem. Everybody come. Doesn't matter.
Thanks, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Diane. I love it when people bring something that kind of glows and helps light up the things. It's really fun to light the balloons up and do that kind of stuff. I've taken to try and get the folks with their cell phones to join in on the different glows.
Did you notice that no matter young or old, the smiles on their faces?
Oh, the smiles. Yeah.
Halloween is for everyone, Christmas, so on. There's the Moo Crew.
The Moo Crew. Yep, we see you, Moo Crew.
Hey, Moo Crew.
So we were speaking of little lighty typey things up here. So this was another one of those stories about connecting the community. I was up in Colorado Springs over Labor Day weekend for the Labor Day Liftoff, which is a balloon rally up there. Happens to be probably the 3rd largest one in the country. Obviously, we're the largest. And I came off the stage, and this gal comes up and she says, "Hey, look, I'm wearing my Balloon Fiesta Live pin." And then she said that I needed a little scrunchie here. So, it lights up as well. So she brought me one, and I saw on Facebook the other day that she was going to be here, and
Great.
She was going to bring some of these for folks who needed them. So I brought my scrunchie. I got it. Thanks for bringing it, and thanks for watching Balloon Fiesta Live.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. now our staff and our crew over here wants.
Yeah, they want them.
They want one. So we'll have to.
I don't think we can fit it with our.
Yeah, my hair's not quite long enough to wear it. Well, I just put it on here, and I just wear it here. And
Perfect.
It lights things up.
Well, I want one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when she gets here. See if we can get you one. So, great fun and great community connections there. And it does light it up that even though we're going to ask the folks on the field to use their cell phones, in fact, it looks like they're already starting on the those are thumbs up. But when we get to the glows, those of you who are in the chat rooms, we're going to ask you to burn or glow with us tonight by using the flame emoji. So you'll make sure you know where that is when we get to those points. And when we count down to the glow and we say all burn, then it's like an all flame emoji needs to go on online as well.
How's the flicker one work?
The flicker one means you kind of put it up there and then a little space and then you put another one.
Gotcha.
And you wait a half second, you put another one.
Okay.
Or maybe you put one in and return, one in, return, as opposed to a whole row of them.
Like
that
it.
would be an all burn if you put a row of them. That's how that would work. So as you can see, it's still just a little bit breezy here, but the sun has started to drop down, and so now it's time for the breeze to start dropping down, and we're just going to hang tight here and continue to bring you the atmosphere at Balloon Fiesta, and especially with Diane, who just keeps finding the most interesting people out there on the field. Diane?
Art and Ted, if you have to choose the best season in New Mexico, in Albuquerque, it's tough. We love them all. They're all mild. You know, if you like the summer, you like the fall. Sometimes it's any but windy, but we love all our seasons. But the best part of the day is right now, right when the Sandia is behind us, turn that beautiful purplish pink hue. And it's right before dusk. So I'm going to ask my visitors here from California, Texas, Oklahoma, do you know what the name of these mountains are? Sandia. Do you know the name of the mountains?
Not till she said it.
Do you know the name of the mountain?
No, I do not.
Do you know the name of the mountain?
No, we didn't.
I do not know the name.
Okay. Well, everybody turn around and look. They're called they don't know the names. Okay. The Sandia Mountains. Winner. We got one winner from Texas, but now without Linda saying, do we know what Sandia means? The word Sandia means.
My God.
Large.
My God?
Yeah.
Large.
Don't know. Don't know? Do you know?
Indian. I don't know.
Plenty of water and acorns.
Well, when you look at it and it's kind of pink, Sandia, do you know what it means? Pink?
Pink mountains? I don't know.
Sandia in Spanish is watermelon. Sandia Mountain, Sandia, these are the Sandias, and they turn that beautiful, beautiful hue. Did you see the color before this? Have you seen that beautiful color?
No, that is nice.
So these folks were actually facing a different direction, but I came here because they're so delightful looking. But also I wanted to give them a quiz to see now, what does Sandia mean? Watermelon. Watermelon. What is the best part of the day here in Albuquerque to see the Sandias? Right now. And we are seeing it. Okay, everybody. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Back to you in the rooftop.
Thanks, Diane. Thanks, Diane. It is a gorgeous view when you see that sunset. They are spectacular here in the state of New Mexico. It's something that you only see here in the state of New Mexico. The colors and the vibrant oranges and reds and yellows, pretty impressive. We were talking earlier about all the people, good morning, good evening, good night to people. We just had someone reach out to us from Germany where it's 2:41 in the morning and they're watching Balloon Fiesta live at this point. So it's really a lot of fun that we have engagement from all over the world, and actually it's Sunday, so it's football day tomorrow over there.
So our assistant balloonmeister, Peg Bilson, is setting up our communication with our pilots here tonight. And as she pointed out, what we've been saying all along, we're on a little bit of a hold here as we're waiting. Now, the sun is just as Diane was talking about, you were just talking about. We can still see the light on the top of the mountain, so it's not totally down yet. Once it gets down there, we're still hoping that the winds are going to calm down. We're going to be able to get our balloon glow. Yeah, you can just see the lighting at the top there. It is a fabulous time of year. And so we'll get those, and we're just going to kind of wait a little bit for things to calm down here as we just move forward with our Twilight Twinkle. All of the events are always weather dependent here at Balloon Fiesta, as ballooning is, because when we set up our balloon, we're on the ground a big sail, and the wind just kind of catches it and wants to take it. Now, once we get up in the air, we're a particle in the wind, and we're moving with the wind. Of course, you still have to land, and then the basket stops, and the balloon kind of goes over again. So we're going to just kind of wait this out a little bit and hope for the winds to be great and calm down. Light and variable, yeah. Or at least down enough that we can pull all this off.
When you were talking about sails, the sizes of the balloons we were talking about this morning, people don't really realize, an average balloon is 90,000 cubic feet.
Right.
For the people out there on the field that maybe were not watching earlier this morning, 90,000 cubic feet in perspective is you could fit 90,000 regulation basketballs inside of that envelope. So some of those Rainbow Rider balloons are in the 200s and 300s, just enormous pieces of fabric. Normally they don't glow. We have other smaller balloons glow, but there are some large ones out there that will glow tonight.
Sure. And I always thought that the lighter color balloons always seem to light up a little bit better than the darker color ones. So, there's the fire truck chase crew. So they have enough people on their crew that they use this big old fire truck, and you see all the benches there, and of course all the kids are ready, but you also see the breeze in the wind there a little bit. Yep. So all different types of chase vehicles, but the fire truck's always a good and a fun one to get around. And there, we're sitting there. We got the pilots have the baskets out, and the crews are ready to go. It's just a matter of waiting for the official call about setting up the envelopes and moving forward with their.
Well, now's a great time, to be honest with you, that you could go out and talk to the pilots.
It would be.
Get up close. If you're on the field, go up and step up to a basket. They love to talk about balloons. I'm a pilot. You're a pilot. We talk about balloons all the time. That's what we're doing. We're up here talking about balloons. Go up there and ask them if you could look inside the basket, and they can give you a little bit of education on what's going on.
And of course, they have the trading cards as well. So when you're out there asking for those, so this is a great time, and it sounds like we're actually on the PA now.
Yes.
Yes.
So
they picked us up, and so we are talking to everyone on the field as well as just the folks online. So, those of you on the field, now's a great time. Also a great time to go hit the vendors. Go hit the merchandise tents. Be a great time to do that. You've got a few minutes to be able to make all that happen. And since you can hear us on the PA, you'll be able to hear us get everything started. Of course, you'll hear the inflator fans if we get to that point and all that kind of stuff as well. So it's a great time to make those rounds. It's also a great time to make plans on, for those of you here on the field, where are we going to meet when this is all over, because it's going to get dark.
Yes, and when it gets dark, you don't want to be losing.
And you're going to be looking everywhere, and it's dark, and now where did my other half go, my kids go, where did that go? So go ahead and figure out where you're going to meet, whether it's in front of the Ultra Magic tent or the Kubitschek tent. You're going to be at the South Merchandise tent. You're going to be at H4. Wherever that is, now's a great time to figure out, if we get separated, where are we going to meet?
The great thing about Albuquerque is that even if it's dark out, the mountains are always to the east, so you can always see the top of the mountain with a little glow, even at night with the tram up there.
Yep.
So if you know your directions, mountains are always to the east. Look at that crowd.
Yeah. And we have a few, and they're over there. I mean, look, there's balloon souvenirs and corn dogs and
tacos.
All pretty much everything. There's Blake's Lotta Burger, coffee and pastries. Balloon. Does that say balloon dog bagels?
I think it does.
Yeah, Dole pineapple, Krispy Kreme donuts out there. So a lot of great folks out here having a great time, just kind of enjoying the night. This is really the perfect time of year. You know, the very first balloon fiesta wasn't even a balloon fiesta. It was a birthday party for a local radio station, KOB, and they were going to have this celebration for their 50th. And they said to Sid Cutter, who just happened to have a balloon here in Albuquerque flying around, they said, Sid, we're going to have this celebration at the local shopping center. Know anybody that's got a balloon that can bring a couple balloons over and kind of just celebrate with us? And they were going to do it at Coronado Center. And Sid said, well, yeah, I know some people. We could probably bring some. And Sid was always a Chamber of Commerce type of guy.
Oh, he loved Albuquerque.
And he loved it, and he always wanted to promote it in anything he did. And he said, well, you know what? I wonder how many balloons have ever been together in the same spot. Remember, this is 1972. And so they figured out that there was something around 19 balloons is the most that had ever been anywhere. And he said, well, let's go after 21. And he got 21 balloonists to commit to come to Albuquerque for that first one. Now, it was in April, and so there were snowstorms and shipping delays around the country. 13 actually made it and flew that very first day in April. And then, of course, the story is they expected a couple hundred people to show up to watch, and the reports are it was like 20,000.
I was one of them. It was
you were
crazy.
One.
Yes,
there was 20,000 people. There was one policeman on horseback taking care of that, and it has grown ever since then.
Think about 13 balloons, folks, has turned into this. I believe we have Diane out there with some other guests. So, Diane.
Not what I ask you to. Hi guys, I am here with Gilou from Belgium and his friends. Thank you for being here at Balloon Fiesta. They've been here a number of times. And I was going to say this is my second best part of the day as it's sunset. We just kind of missed it. It's still, how was the sunset this evening?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, a little bit windy, but beautiful.
I love the dusk when the sandias turn pink.
Exactly, it's beautiful.
But now our sunsets, so how would you describe our sunsets here in Albuquerque?
It was, I don't know, a little bit windy tonight, but every time it's beautiful.
Beautiful sunset. So our second best part of the day. Perhaps most people say their favorite part is watching the sun go down. We have such glorious sunsets here. So Gilou, tell me about how many times you've been here and about your, what is the name of your balloon? Spirella?
It's Vampirella.
Vampirella.
Yeah.
It looks like a devil to me. Yeah, what is it?
It is a devil. Yeah, you can see on the back of my shirt. You got it? Yeah.
Why do you have a devil as a balloon and a devil on your back?
Because in Europe we're kind of devilish.
You got that? Yeah. So, yes. Tell me, how many times have you been here, and why do you come all the way from Belgium to come to the Balloon Fiesta?
Because it's the biggest show in the world, biggest balloon fiesta in the world. So it's like a family here. So it's been something like 6 years that I'm coming here.
How is
6 times? Sorry.
How is ballooning in Europe compared to here in Albuquerque?
It's good, but not as so big. Here it's huge. You got the people on the field, crowd on the field. It's nothing that you can imagine in Europe. No, so
a lot of freedom for the spectators to come.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Magical.
Cool, yes, yeah.
Because they can just look at they're right here, right where your balloon, right where your basket is.
They could touch the basket. They could be with you when you inflate the balloon. It's perfect.
Your native tongue is French.
Yes, it is.
So I'd like you to entertain our audience and explain in French about the Balloon Fiesta, what you're seeing here, and tell people how wonderful it is here in New Mexico.
In French?
Oui.
Okay.
Oui.
Yeah, oui. Oh, you speak a little bit French.
Je parle français.
Yeah. Alors, être ici, c'est merveilleux, c'est magique, c'est un événement comme on n'en voit nulle part ailleurs dans le monde. Les gens sont avec vous sur le terrain. On peut gonfler le ballon avec tout le monde autour. C'est quelque chose qu'on ne sait pas voir en Europe. Donc, c'est quelque chose qu'on aime venir, on aime être là. Enfin, je suis un peu ému, désolé.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Merci. Merci.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Love your Texas cowboy hats, your New Mexico cowboy hats. Woohoo! Yeah. Woohoo! Back to you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane. Thanks for putting the International and the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
Absolutely. Merci to you, Diane.
Yeah. So we always do have international pilots here, and of course international visitors as well. And so we're always glad to have those folks here. It's it's a little bit of an ordeal, a little bit of an expense, and a lot of planning to be able to make that kind of trip across the pond, bringing your equipment or bringing part of your equipment and borrowing some here. So, and Vampirella, we had a great shot of that this morning, if you may remember.
Yes,
on
we did.
Balloon Fiesta Live.
I've had pilots in the past reach out to me when I lived here, asking for help, whether it be can they borrow tanks or can they get a bottom end. Because the expense is quite extensive to get it over here. So think of how much it is just to drive across our country, but now you're shipping an entire system across the Atlantic, or it could be the Pacific.
Yep. So a lot of our pilots are ready to do something out there. Can
they're chomping at the bit. They really want.
So is my YouTube chat room over here. They're getting organized over here. Somebody does one, somebody does two. So the YouTube chat room's getting anxious here to get a glow underway as well. We're just kind of sitting here on hold just for a little bit to see what's going to happen with the winds. And I expect that we'll have some sort of decision as to how we're going to proceed here in the not too distant future. I just kind of look across inside our the rooftop here. Our weather officials are all over there, and they're all taking a good hard look at all the latest forecasts and all that kind of information. So they're looking at all of it.
The meeting of the weather minds.
That's right.
We have some of the best.
We do. We do. And they've been here many years, and they have done ballooning weather. And you were talking this morning about the micro climate that they actually look at, that we're really concerned about when we're doing ballooning.
Right. When you go out to balloon, you're not looking at a normal weather forecast that you would see on the news. You're looking at something that's very localized. So typically, I just flew a week ago. When you go out, you're going to call the National Weather Service, and you're going to get an area weather briefing. In our case, we have 2 airports, so we're able to look at Albuquerque International or Double Eagle, and we get the information, whether it be they're going to provide you with the altimeter reading, which is very important, the temperature, the dew point, and the wind directions.
And speeds.
And speeds, yes, and that's critical. But again, from one part of Albuquerque to another, where it could be maybe breezy here, we even heard that this morning, where there were people on the West Mesa that said it was nothing. And most of the flights, and the pilots I spoke to after the flight this morning, they were landing at 1 and 2.
Yeah, miles per hour.
So when I spoke with some of the pilots that didn't fly this morning, they were a little disappointed. But again, I think what's most important is safety, and a good pilot will make a great AMD or aeronautical decision making, ADM, I'm sorry, and that's the best thing for them. You fly within what you feel comfortable with flying.
You do. You are the PIC, the pilot in command. So just like that 747 you may have flown here on, the idea is the pilot. He's the person, he or she is the person that's in charge of everything on that aircraft. Everything that goes on as part of the flight, whether you're the passengers in the back, all of those types of things. That's why the pilot has asked us to sit down, to clear the cabin early, to do whatever it is when you're flying. Our balloon pilots are that same type of PIC. We just don't have 150 people behind us in the back.
Correct.
So, yep. So again, for those of you waiting on us, we're just waiting for the official word from our balloon meister, or assistant balloon meister, Peg Bilson, as to how we're going to proceed tonight. Although it looks like a number of our pilots,
they're doing an impromptu flicker burn.
They're kind of doing their own deal here, waiting for us to get things underway here. In the meantime, Diane has wrangled someone down there, so let's head down to Diane and see what she has found this time.
Art and Ted, I am with Pat from Lovelock, Nevada.
Yeah.
He is here, and I saw him let these twins, you're not supposed to let a lot of people do it, these twins right here, the little twins, and they got their twin cousins, do the burner. But he said, no more kids because we draw a line. But I said, what about a big kid?
Yeah, the big kid gets to draw the burner.
So tell me about the burner and what I'm supposed to do.
So I've got 2 burners. One is just the regular burner. It's burning about 12 million BTUs. And then this one here is going to actually throw raw propane right up into the flame. And that's what you see over here with all of these beautiful flames. And so the raw propane is thrown in there. It doesn't have as high a BTU, but if I'm going over a horse or I'm going over where there's animals, then that's called a whisper burner. And that's why we have them, is to keep it a little bit less intrusive on the animals. And so, but it does great for the glows as well. And so that's why it lights up our balloons like a Christmas light. And so that's why that does that. But I'm going to let you put your hand right up there.
I'm kind of
keep
scared.
my hand with you like I did with the kids. And you put it right here on this one. And you can burn it right here. And you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Good job.
Let's hear it for my burn. Woo!
Good job.
You've been here 3 times.
3 times. So I'm a newbie for Albuquerque, but I've been flying for almost 30 years.
Why did it take you so long to get here?
I don't know. I love this place. This is the best place in the world. Best fly-in conditions, and the people here are just fantastic, especially the locals from New Mexico. Albuquerque people have all just supported us, and we've got great crew, great parties every night, and just a fantastic place to fly.
And it seems like you like to entertain the crowd here, Pat.
When we can't stand up and do the glow, then it's time to entertain and make sure that everybody's happy and pass out the cards that you guys give us. And it's just a fantastic place to be.
Let's do one last burn. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Pat.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'll let you out.
Next thing you know, Diane's going to want to actually do this for real and go fly the balloon.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have to watch for that. Yeah. So our pilots are definitely ready to.
Yes, they're doing their own impromptu flicker.
Kind of do here, and we're kind of just waiting on the official word, and then we'll kind of coordinate all this stuff for you.
You're speaking of the burners, and Pat spoke before about it. When you're flying, a lot of times people will say to me, you know, Ted, my dog goes out back and goes crazy. He looks up at the balloon. And really, technically, it's not that the dog is looking at the balloon. It's that the dog is hearing the high pitch that comes out of those burners.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like a massive dog whistle. Now, some other animals may see it. Horses are pretty particular that they sometimes see the balloon more so than hear it. So we got to be very critical and careful around farm animals like that, because it's, you know, you don't want to injure any sort of animal that's out there when you're flying over someone's private property. So, again, we're just waiting for our assistant balloon meister, Peg Bilson, and the weather team to make a decision on tonight's glow. But our pilots continue to entertain the guests out there at Fiesta Field.
Exactly. But you know, it's going to get a little bit darker yet, and so that'll make these flames work. And as Pat was saying, the raw propane versus the flying propane, one of the ways that we can tell that the raw propane is going to produce that yellow flame. Yellow flame is not as hot, as Pat was explaining. Yellow flame is not as hot, but it really makes a great glow-looking type of thing. When they're flying, you'll see that it's basically a blue flame. And every so often you'll see somebody send off a burn that is still on the blue flame. That's the flying side. And what's happening there is the propane is being preheated so that it just actually works better for flying.
Now on my Facebook feed over here, we're getting some.
Facebook finally woke up?
Yeah, they're getting involved. They're getting involved for sure.
So, all right.
Got Travis McDowell. He's all burning there.
Yeah. Yeah, all kinds of flame emojis going on here. So once we get whatever our balloon glow looks like tonight off, we will be bringing you a drone show and our afterglow fireworks. Team Fast Tracks has canceled their pyrotechnics. The winds aloft are outside their weather limits, so there won't be a second jump from Team Fast Tracks tonight. But we will have our drone show and our afterglow fireworks. All of that will be live here on Balloon Fiesta Live as we get through the evening tonight. Of course, tomorrow morning we start at 6 a.m. Mountain Time when we are scheduled for our Dawn Patrol show, our Krispy Kreme glow, our mass ascension about 7 o'clock, and we'll have it all for you live right here on Balloon Fiesta Live. Tomorrow night is the night of our original balloon glow.
We have several glows, 5 of them actually.
Yep, and the very first one, way back in the 80s, we just called it the balloon glow, and it was on the first Sunday night. So tomorrow night's is just the balloon glow. Yeah, the balloon glow. Tonight, we call this one the Twilight Twinkle glow. Next Saturday night, it's going to be Night Magic. And then Thursday and Friday, those are special shape days, of course.
And the Glodios.
Yeah, well, and if you may, you'll remember these because when we first started bringing special shapes here in the late 80s, what we did is we actually stood them up early in the afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock, and many times we flew. But we also started finding out that as we've been talking about, the wind in that afternoon at this time of year, we get some. And so it wasn't really the greatest to be flying at that time of day. So we moved from a rodeo, which was the flights, to a glow, and we called it a glodio. Yes, you're exactly right.
Yeah, I actually remember one year that everybody went right to the old Coronado Airport, and that was very
Oh, yes, yeah.
Very interesting, just east of here across I-25. Another magical part of New Mexico is, you get the celestial part of it. You can see everything out here.
Yeah,
I now live in Pennsylvania, where it's very, very covered with trees, so I do miss the openness.
Is that the second moon that we're supposed to have that I'm seeing there?
I don't think so. I think that's Jupiter, actually.
Is that Jupiter?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have any kind of an eclipse this year like we did last year.
No.
The annular eclipse, which brought lots and lots of folks out.
There is an eclipse in October, but it's later in October this year.
Yep.
So. Well, and there are pilots again. They're putting on the show. These guys are professionals, and they aim to please all the guests out here at Balloon Fiesta Park.
That's it. I'm going to let you chat for a second. I'm going to go see what the word here is. So, Phil, Ted, Phil.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, you're listening to Balloon Fiesta live from Balloon Fiesta Park, powered by Exxon Mobil, and we're getting ready to get word from our assistant balloon meister, Peg Bilson, and the weather team as to what we're going to do this evening. In the meantime, the pilots are out there having a lot of fun with the propane that we like to play with and lighting up Balloon Fiesta Park field until we get that official word. Currently, right now, the yellow flag is still up. And again, if you're out there on the field and would like to really discuss balloons or ballooning, not all the pilots are utilizing their burners right now. Go up and talk to them. And kids, trading cards are everywhere now. So now's a great time to go up and get the trading card of your favorite balloon that is out there on the field right now. As Art mentioned, as it starts to get darker out, make sure that all the families are together and you guys have a pre-organized meeting spot in case someone is to get lost. And if anybody out there is lost, I will tell you that the safety operations team or any person with Balloon Fiesta can assist you in helping find your lost individual. I hear that Diane is out there on the field still. Diane, are you now an official pilot, or what's going on out there?
You know, everybody is still having a great time here on the field. I mean, of course, we want the balloons to glow, but we love the candlestick glowing. It's so much fun, and I have Gabriel and Jane and their family from Albuquerque. 5 of their 6 children are here, and Gabriel said he hadn't been here for years. Why is that, and why did you come back, Gabriel?
Just stopped coming, take too much time in the traffic, fighting through it. Just decided to bring my kids back, let them come and experience it for once, you know. Not fair to them that I say no all the time, and they'll get to let them experience it. So that's why we came this year.
So what do you think of the traffic? It was wonderful now, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Actually, the traffic's not too bad. It's much better than the last few years.
What do you think of this glow and the candlesticks?
I think they like it. They enjoy it. It was her birthday on the 3rd, so that's why we wanted to come here and get things kind of celebrate a little bit more with her.
Fantastic. And the kids, how do you like your little costumes that you have on your Pikachu?
I love it.
What do you think of all the fire that you're seeing?
It's cool.
But Jane, now you're here with your family. We have a nice blanket. We have all the kids, the green grass.
Yes.
How is this for your family?
I think it's really good. It's fun. It's not as congested as I thought it was going to be for the first day, people-wise.
You got a lot of space.
Yes.
And the kids, it's kind of nice to have them not in the house, not underfoot.
Right.
They're under
around, having fun.
They can do that all
Yes,
year, right?
yes.
What else would you like to share?
That's it. Just come on down and experience it. Have a little fun to bring the family.
Okay, everybody, wave to the camera. Bye. Thank you. Happy Fiesta. Happy Fiesta.
Happy Fiesta.
Thanks, Diane. Yes, Viva la Fiesta. That's for sure out there, folks. I had a question come up on Facebook here from Mike Wingfield from Fort Worth, Texas. He asked the question, how much propane does it require for a flight? And it really depends on the size of the system and the configuration of the propane tanks in there. So typically it's about 40 gallons of propane, and then all of it's going to be dependent on when you do go to fly, what the conditions are outside, whether it be the temperature, the winds, and all that type of stuff. So there's lots of measures, weights and measures and balances that go into performing a balloon flight. And I used to go to a lot of schools and talk about balloons to kids. It's very critical that you're great in math if you're going to be a balloon pilot.
It is indeed. It is indeed. And, just on a regular sport balloon, just to kind of add on to that, I know that when we figure out our fuel usage, we kind of count on about 15 gallons an hour is kind of what our MPG would be for a flight. Normal sports size type balloon, etc.
Well, it's also going to vary how old is that sport balloon, right?
Oh, exactly. All those factors you talked about are going to be there. I can just tell you from our experience with a kind of a lightweight 90,000 cubic feet flying here in Albuquerque. Is that enough conditions?
Yeah.
About 15 gallons an hour is kind of what we know. And the thing is, you start watching that, and when that number, whatever your number is, when it starts going up and up and up, now you know that you're starting to get fabric that is more porous. It's not holding the heat, and your balloon's life is becoming shorter and shorter and shorter. So the decision is still being made back there, but I got a little more insight there. So I think where we're going to go is I think we're going to do a candlestick here. We're going to maybe allow a couple people to stand up here. So I think we're just a couple minutes away, hopefully, from moving forward with coordinating all of these glows, although the pilots are doing a great job of doing it by themselves out there.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at them. I have never met a pilot that's not a ham when it comes to crowds.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah. We're just, there's only, 3,000, 4,000 balloons registered in the U.S., and there's obviously less pilots than that. So this is a very small group of people, and it's unique. A lot of people want to see balloons. I mean, this is the largest gathering in the world of balloons. But you're right, most people, balloon rallies are 4 or 5, maybe 20. You see one every so often here. It's always a unique deal. So when you get an opportunity to talk to a balloon pilot, that's always really cool, and the balloon pilot feels really special. You know that as a pilot yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and the smile on the face, again, that's really one of the main reasons that I got into ballooning as a pilot, as an adult, and then giving back to the community, to be quite honest with you. That's the thing. Again, just like our title sponsor, Exxon Mobil.
Yeah, and along that smile, the way I've kind of always done that is the smile, especially on that person who gets that first balloon ride. When they get to experience that, you get those. Yeah,
Look at this shot right here. That's incredible, folks.
Yeah, isn't that a nice shot? That's just the pilot lights burning in those burners, but to have the moon and the planets back there as well.
Well, it looks like we have a little bit of activity here. We have one balloon that looks like it's cold inflating right now on the south end of the field, and if I'm not mistaken, it looks like that's the Dos Equis balloon.
All right, they have put the green flag up. They are going to allow balloons to actually inflate their balloon if they would like.
So green flag on the field, folks, green flag, so if you're so inclined.
But it is pilot's discretion as to whether they want to stand the balloon up or not, or they want to participate at the candlestick level. So the candlestick is what we've been watching. I see Dos Equis actually inflating the balloon down here on this end of the field. And so we may see a few other pilots put their balloons up. But I think we've got basically, let's see, we're going to have to call this off by 7:40, so that's about 25 minutes of a glow here. So, frankly, I think we ought to get started, don't you?
I think we should.
So let me grab the microphone over here so that we can talk to the – which way does this come off? Thank you. Thank you, Henry. All right. So we're going to get everybody started here. So we're going to start our glow here. We're going to start coordinating these burns, and the way this works is we're going to tell you what kind of burn we're going to do, and then we're going to count it down from 5. And we'd love for all of you out there to count with us, just so to make sure that all the pilots hear what's going on and can follow along with us. So we're going to start with what is an all burn. So here comes our all burn. Everybody ready? Count with me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. 3, 2. That looks so good. Incredible. So good out there. Incredible. So for those of you who are just standing around watching, get your camera ready this time, because we're going to do another all burn in about 30 seconds. Get it ready. You might even consider doing a video, because video with the flames kind of doing that is really kind of cool.
And even sometimes, if your phone has a slow motion video, is even better.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Another all burn, please. Another all burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. Look at the heat rising off the field.
Oh my goodness.
You can see it in the camera, yeah.
We're creating our own thermals here right over Fiesta Field.
I have a story about creating our own thermal with balloons standing up at the very first balloon glow. Yeah. Yeah. That looks great. That looks absolutely great. So Ted suggested that you move to the video side. In fact, go ahead and find the slow-mo setting on your cameras. Find the slow-mo setting on your cameras, and we're going to do a flicker burn or a twinkle burn. Let's get everybody a chance to get their cameras in slow-mo. Get those set up, and you're going to want to start your slow-mo when we start counting down. So when we start counting down, start your camera in slow-mo mode. This is going to be a flicker burn or a twinkle burn. We're going to take slow-mo video of you folks. So here we go. Start your cameras. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker, twinkle.
Fantastic. Looks like unbelievable.
Oh, that looks great. You guys are doing fabulous out there. I can't tell you how great this looks. You're all going to want to go back and watch Balloon Fiesta live after tonight and tomorrow and check out how great this glow, this candlestick glow looks tonight. It's just fabulous.
Well, it looks like we have some others that are doing some cold inflation down here. I can kind of see in the dark a little bit. I believe Mr. Tristan McLean and Exxon Mobil is laid out there to the right.
And we'll see when they get stood up there as well, who those are. Hey, let's have everybody set up for a selfie. Let's everybody take a selfie. So get a balloon burner in your background. So we're going to do an all burn, and everybody's going to take a selfie with the burners going off in the background. Everybody set? An all burn for selfies. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn for a selfie. Now, later tonight when you get that selfie, you need to post it to your social media platform of choice and be sure and tag it with hashtag Balloon Fiesta, hashtag Balloon Fiesta. We want to see all of those selfies online tonight or tomorrow as well. So now that we've done the kind of the still picture, let's take a video like for your TikTok feed. Let's do a video for your TikTok feed. We're going to do it with an all burn. An all burn, and everybody get ready to do a TikTok type of video. So either frame the videos or frame yourself in the videos. This is going to be an all burn like for video and TikToks. Everybody ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Video all burn. Oh, that looks great out there. That looks great out there. Hey, you know what, though? We got more lights out there than just balloons and burners. We got a whole lot of cell phones out there. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to see all the cell phones do an all burn. So no burners, just cell phones. And I want you to point the cell phones to the south. Point it towards the Dos Equis balloon, the Remax balloon, the US Bank balloon. Point it down here to the south. Get ready. Get your flashlights ready. This is cell phones only. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me your cell phones.
Oh, wow.
Look at it all down.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
Look at it all down Main Street.
Great job. Honorary pilots tonight.
That's right. Hey, what is a balloon glow if we don't have everybody? So now let's do it with the balloons. We're going to have the balloons and the cell phones. Everybody light it up. Again, point your lights, your camera lights down to the south end so we can get it on our camera. Everybody light it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody light up the sky. You're all hired. You all have to come back for every balloon glow we ever do ever again.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, I've got another fun one. Let's try.
What's that?
Have you ever done a wiggle burn?
A wiggle burn. No, I don't believe I've ever done a wiggle burn.
So pilots, we're going to do a wiggle burn. You all have burners on gimbals. So when we do this next all burn, we're going to call it a wiggle burn. And while you're burning, I'd like you to use the gimbals of your burners to make that flame kind of wiggle in the sky. All right, here we go. It's a wiggle burn, all burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wiggle. Should have warned everybody that would have been a great slow-mo video.
Yes, it would have been.
We'll do it again in a few minutes, and we'll give you a warning on that one. Give everybody a chance to just take a deep breath here for a second. All right, let's go back to an all burn. How about an all burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn. Looking good, looking good.
Art, I think we should try not only just an all burn here at the field, but all of our people watching online. I notice over here on your YouTube feed they're going crazy, but let's try and get both YouTube and Facebook going with the next burn that we have.
I think that's a great idea. So make sure that Facebook, YouTube, if you're watching us online, get that flame emoji, get your cell phones ready, get the burners ready. If you've got any way to light it up or hit the flame emoji, we need everybody. Poke your neighbor if they don't do it. Gently poke them. Here we go. An all burn, all cell phone, all flame emoji online in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light it up. That was great. Online is getting with us, getting with it as well. Thank you very much. So now let's go back to one of those flicker burns. But this time we want to do a flicker cell phone as well. Now the way this works with your cell phone is you're going to turn the flashlight or the light of your camera on, and rather than try and turn it on and off quickly, what you're going to do is you're just going to raise it above your head and then hide it. Show it, hide it, show it, hide it as we do a flicker burn. So get your phones ready. Get ready to do a flicker. You're going to show it, hide it, show it, hide it as our burners are going on and off and on and off. Ready? Everybody flicker in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flicker. This just looks fabulous. This looks fabulous. Thanks for playing along with us on all of this. Really just kind of makes a fun night here. We're getting a few more balloons standing up there as well.
Yeah, shout out to all those pilots out there. They're working their crews hard, and it's looking great. It's looking great online. It's looking great on in person for all the people that are out here, all the guests that made their way out and waited since early in the afternoon to see this.
And like we've been talking about all night, the winds are going to calm down when it gets dark. Guess what's happening?
It's getting dark and the winds are calming down.
Still having a little bit of gusts here and there, but definitely a lot lower than it was. Let's go back to a standard all burn, please. A standard all burn. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. Yeah, this looks great. You guys are doing a great job out there.
Awesome job, everybody.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's try another one of those wiggle burns. Pilots, be careful of the crowd that's by you when you do your wiggles. We're going to do another wiggle burn, and for those of you with your cameras, this would be a great slow-mo video time. A slow-mo video as we do a wiggle burn. I'll give you a second to get the camera set. Slow-mo video on your cameras. Got it? Start your slow-mo cameras because here comes the wiggle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiggle. All right, check out that slow-mo video. I think you're going to find that that's going to look pretty darn cool. Yeah, and a shout out to all the pilots that did stand their balloons up tonight. Appreciate that. And of course, we appreciate all of you out here tonight as well on our candlestick as well. I always like the combination of the two. Really kind of gives us different lights to be able to make things happen. Speaking of that, let's do just the candles. Just the candles and all burn. We're going to let our other balloons cool off. Candles only, please. Candles only, all burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Candles. And now all the balloons, balloons only, fabric only. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fabric only, all burn. Oh yeah, this is looking good, looking good. Again, coming up at 7:45, our drone show, followed by our fireworks show tonight. So let's get in another all burn. All burn. Fabric, if you have to sit out, that's all right. All burn, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn. Good time to explain a little bit about why we let the fabric and we space these burns out a little bit more for the fabric folks. We talked earlier about how much heat we have to put into those balloons, and of course it's still pretty warm out here with all that heat in there, and we just keep pouring this heat in there. We get to overtemp the fabric a little bit.
Right, you don't want to put too much heat and keep it in there all the time, and you also don't want to be cooking your top or your parachute by letting heat out all the time.
Yeah.
So we want to be strategic in what we do and not overburn these balloons or overtemp these balloons. So each of these pilots have a temperature gauge in there, and they're watching that. Trust me, they are.
All righty, let's see. What should we do? We got a request, Ted?
No, let's see. Did anybody online have a request for what we should do?
Let's see. Oh, they're just all burning away there.
They are burning away online.
Let's just do another all burn. An all burn. And you know what? Let's add the cell phones back in. All burn, all cell phones, all emojis online. Everybody light it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody light it up. Looking great, looking great. Oh, now we're counting down?
Yes, they're counting down.
They're counting down online.
Yes.
Oh, hey, we love all you guys online and your interactivity with us. It's just fabulous.
You know what? I guess I do have a request. Let's have everyone on the field count down as well.
Okay.
Right? So we can hear. Maybe we can catch it on the video.
So we need everybody to count very, very, very loud out there. We're going to count down from 5, and we're going to do an all burn, but I really need to hear everybody count with me, okay? We want to be able to pick it up on our microphones all the way up here on the rooftop studio.
So Art, we're not going to count. We're going to let the crowd count. You're going to start them off.
That's exactly right. I'm just going to say ready, set, go, and you're going to go 5, 4, etc. on the way down. So let's try it. Here we go. Ready, set, count. It works.
It
works. Great job. Oh, wow. That was great. That was great. Good job, everybody. Good job. Yeah, wow.
That was impressive.
Great. That was pretty cool. Let's do our last flicker burn. Our last flicker burn. We've got an all burn coming up after that, but here's our next to last, but it is our last flicker burn. Remember, this is a good video or a good slow-mo video, and we're going to do it to a nice long flicker burn. So video, slow-mo, flicker burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flicker. It doesn't get any better than that with flicker burns. I hope you got a great video and a great slow-mo video as well. Look how calm it's gotten, Ted.
Well, we said when it gets dark, it's
sometimes you just have to wait it out.
Yes.
Sometimes you just have to wait it out. That's it. That's it.
So should we finish the night with one more with the crowd just so they can finish it off?
Oh, let's just do an everybody, all night, everything up here. One big last, all burn, all cell phones, all emojis online. Everybody light it up for a nice, good, long time. Here's our last burn of our Twilight Twinkle Night Glow. Everybody light everything up. Count with me, please. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody line it up. What a great job, everybody. Great job, everybody. Unfortunately, we now have to deflate our standing balloons as we clear our field so that we can have our drone show take place over on the west-hand side and our fireworks. Thanks, everybody, for participating. Hey, cell phone folks, turn all your cell phones on and give the pilots a big flash, would you? Cell phones, ready? 3, 2, 1. Flash them at the pilots. Let's see those cell phones.
I don't think the pilots want to stop. They want to keep going, but we have to get it done.
Yep, that's exactly what has to happen. So that's basically the end of our balloon glow. We're going to let folks go ahead and deflate, and those that did candlesticks, go ahead and pack up. Remember, they all have to get in the propane line and refuel before they can fly again in the morning. So thanks, pilots, for participating in all of our fun and games. Thanks for all of your hard work in getting your balloon up. We'll see you guys again in the morning. For those of you on the field and on the feed, stay tuned. We've got a fabulous drone show coming up in just a few minutes, followed by our afterglow fireworks. Thanks again, pilots. Thanks, crew, for playing along with us. All right, so we've turned those guys loose. We have one more piece of business that we need to do here, though.
Yes, we do.
And so let me call it up because we've got 3 more
of these
license plates that we need to give away. So the winners tonight are Brian Albright from Westminster, Colorado.
Denver area.
Vasu Shah from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Right here in the 505.
And Leo Gorospi from Rio Rancho, which is where all the balloons flew to this morning.
Right.
So Brian, Vasu, and Leo, you are the latest winners of our Balloon Fiesta Live license plate. Again, we'll contact you after Balloon Fiesta is over, so in another 10 or 12 days, and make arrangements to get you your own copy of your Balloon Fiesta Live license plate.
Well, I think we delivered today. We delivered morning flights.
We did.
And a glowing night, along with all those wonderful guests out there that helped. That was incredible when they were counting down.
Wasn't that?
That was
Yeah.
great. That was.
I've had them count with me before, but I've never asked them to count like that before. So it was fabulous that they actually did that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was absolutely fabulous. And if you're here on the field, I would definitely go back and watch Balloon Fiesta Live tonight or tomorrow. You will not believe the incredible shots that we have of tonight's balloon glow here at Balloon Fiesta on day number 1, session number 2. So do go back and watch that. BalloonFiesta.com/livestream or just search for Balloon Fiesta Live. The show will be there shortly after we're done, and, of course, it will stay there, as are the last 7 years of Balloon Fiesta Live. Yeah, this is year number 8 that we've been doing this, and at 14 sessions per year, and each session is somewhere on the order of 3 to 4 hours. Do the math. We've got hundreds and hundreds of hours up there. We even did it. You'll remember this because you were a part of it. In 2020, when we couldn't have an event because of COVID, we did Balloon Fiesta Siesta. We did it live, and people like this guy went and put his balloon out and joined us live anyway, even though we didn't have an organized flying event.
Right. And that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was. We actually did some glows, with little pop-up glows, in shopping centers and things. Yeah, and we had people around the world actually joining us.
We did.
It was great fun. So we're going to, let's see, we're how far away? 2 minutes here. So what else do we need to talk about? Well, tomorrow. We need to talk about tomorrow.
Well, before we talk about tomorrow, today seems like it's been forever. We started in the dark,
and
we're now in the dark. It was an incredible first day. It was an incredible first day being with you, Art.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
So I know our folks are appreciating that online as well. And, it's been a great first day. We have 8 more to go.
Yes, we do. And that'll be fun.
It will be fun. And everything's just going to get better as everybody moves forward. Of course, tomorrow, another Mass Ascension in the morning with the Dawn Patrol show in the morning, our Krispy Kreme Glow. Mass Ascension, as we said, pin trading day in the middle of the day. We've got our Team Fast Tracks jumping in twice tomorrow night. Drone show again tomorrow night. Fireworks again tomorrow night.
Original Balloon Glow.
Monday morning, we start our competition. And actually, people say, well, I don't want to come and watch that. Actually, you do.
Yeah, well, and Monday's New Mexico Day for all New Mexico residents.
Free admission.
Free admission
if
to the
you
park.
are a New Mexico resident, all you have to do is bring your driver's license or a utility bill. Show it to our ticket booth when you get here. We'll give you a souvenir ticket of New Mexico Day, and you'll be able to get in for free. And what happens on competition day is about half of our balloons do a mass ascension out of here, which is about 300 balloons flying out of here. The other 300 or 250 so will go somewhere else, pick a launch site, and attempt to fly here.
From 1 nautical mile outside of the center of the field.
Yeah, so they're going to fly away, and then another batch is going to fly in. And we'll do that Monday, Tuesday. We're back to mass ascensions on Wednesday. And then on Thursday and Friday are special shapes with competition. And special shape glows and all that other interesting stuff. So we're going to say goodnight because it's about time to start the drone show. The live feed stays up. You'll be able to watch the drone show. You'll be able to watch the fireworks. We're going to step away so that you can enjoy that. We will see you in the morning. Enjoy the drone show and the fireworks. Thanks for watching.
So long, everyone.
He's Ted Maes. I'm Art Lloyd Jr. We'll see you in the morning.
everybody doing?
There's a fireworks show that will blow your mind. And then after that, we have live music on the stage here from the Panhandlers. You're going to want to stick around for that. So it's all coming up in just the next few minutes. Just keep your eyes on the western sky. You've been watching Balloon Fiesta Live, powered by Exxon Mobil. Always in October and always in Albuquerque. This is the 52nd edition of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, the world's premier ballooning event. Want more balloon action? Visit the archive of Balloon Fiesta Live broadcasts at balloonfiesta.com. Thanks for watching Balloon Fiesta Live. This program is a production of AIBF Inc.